Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1471.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about the 10 price catalysts for XRP. Now, there's so much news going on, but the main point is that under this new administration, we have a completely different scenario lining up that is extremely positive for Ripple and for XRP, the cryptocurrency. While many in the Bitcoin community have been focused on Bitcoin, and that's their prerogative, there's been as much or more good news for the XRP community. And that's what I want to share with you today. So the first major overarching point is that the war on crypto is over. The prior administration had many negative attacks on cryptocurrency, debanking individuals, weaponizing the SEC, and creating lawsuits against particular companies. Those are just a couple of many examples of negative things that were done against cryptocurrency companies. And when President Trump came in and said the U.S. will be the crypto capital of the world, well, you can tell that we are turning everything 180 degrees. We are going from an administration that was stopping U.S. innovation to an administration that is pro-U.S. innovation. And that's important not just for crypto, but also for artificial intelligence, because as Vladimir Putin said, whoever controls artificial intelligence will control the world. And so we need to make sure that that's the United States and that it's a free, law-abiding country that has a constitution that is in control of artificial intelligence. And these two technologies, the AI and crypto, are closely related and will merge closer and closer as time goes on, in my opinion. Now, besides being the crypto capital of the world, we also have heard that stablecoin legislation is coming within around 100 days. On February 4th, Senator Hagerty introduced a stablecoin bill in the Senate. The bill is called the Genius Act, which stands for Guiding and Establishing National Innovation in U.S. Stablecoins, and aims to provide clear regulations for stablecoins. According to Eleanor Terrett, a journalist, some of the highlights of the bill, which were in the draft that was rolled out by Hagerty in October, include clear regulations for U.S. stablecoins, defining stablecoins as digital assets pegged to the U.S. dollar, establish licensing and reserve requirements for issuers, applies the Fed's rules for issuers if they're greater than $10 billion in value, or they fall under state rules if they're less than $10 billion in value for the issuer of the stablecoin, and supports financial inclusion, efficient transactions, and dollar supremacy. So years ago, we used to talk about crypto being pegged to the dollar, and we got a lot of criticism for that, but here it is in the Genius Act. The third positive catalyst for XRP is no tax on U.S. crypto companies. And this is something that Eric Trump has reminded us is part of the administration. And we've heard this throughout, that U.S. companies are going to be treated more favorably than non-U.S. crypto companies. And of course, there's no question that Ripple is a U.S. company. Now, Ripple has the largest cryptocurrency, XRP, and after that is Solana, Dogecoin, Cardano, Chainlink, Stellar, Sui, Avalanche, Litecoin, Hedera, Polkadot, Bitcoin Cash, Uniswap, Near, Aave, Ondo, Aptos, the official Trump coin, Algorand, Render, Filecoin, Optimism, Injective, and Stacks make up the top list of U.S. coins. Of course, there are more, it goes on. But those are the major ones at this time. So we are expecting tax benefits to occur with these U.S. stablecoin companies. The fourth catalyst is the end of the SEC lawsuit or dismissal of its appeal. Now, it may or may not get dismissed because a judge determined how much the penalty or fine was going to be for Ripple. Ripple may have to pay the fine. But right now, the SEC is voluntarily dismissing appeals of many lawsuits that they've had over other companies. And just yesterday, the Blockchain Association announced the SEC voluntarily dismissed its appeal of the lawsuit over the dealer rule. Blockchain Association CEO Kristen Smith said, "It's a new day at the SEC following former Chair Gensler's crusade against crypto. Today's voluntary dismissal by the agency is welcome news. We first brought our lawsuit against the SEC to challenge the agency's unlawful power grab, which sought to unilaterally redefine the boundaries of its statutory authority. With new leadership at the agency leading to today's final dismissal, we look forward to productive conversations between industry and the SEC moving forward and a brighter future for digital assets in the United States." So just one example of how the SEC is voluntarily dismissing lawsuits even before SEC Chair Paul Atkins has ascended to his position. The fifth catalyst for XRP's price is, and I've lost count, there were at least 12 ETFs applied for. Now there's been more, and so I'll say at least a dozen XRP ETFs applied for with the SEC. Now there is a waiting period, but they have been acknowledged, and then once they're acknowledged, there is a period of time before they're approved. But I do think that will move quickly. I don't think this is going to be a slow process. I think since there are already spot ETFs approved for Bitcoin and Ethereum, the other ETFs should also get approved quickly. Now, if you remember, Grayscale had a trust that was an XRP ETF, but that was only for accredited investors. And now they have applied to convert their trust into a spot ETF, which means it will follow the price of XRP in real time. These ETFs will bring in institutional money because XRP is the only cryptocurrency that has legal clarity that it is not a security. And institutions need that kind of certainty in order to invest. So that, according to Charles Hoskinson, will bring in $20 trillion of institutional money, which is our sixth catalyst for XRP's price. $20 trillion of institutional money coming into the space in the near future. Number 7 is we are at the beginning of altcoin season. Altcoin season means that Bitcoin doesn't have as much dominance and the other coins tend to start trading more actively. This may be because the FTX money is getting paid out now and it will find its way into other coins besides Bitcoin. But the fact of the matter is, I think because we're looking at no tax on US cryptos, there's going to be more money flowing into those cryptos that are made right here in the US. That is going to make altcoin season even more significant this year. Number 8 is the clarification by Brad Garlinghouse that Ripple's IPO will probably be not this year, but in 2026. But should that be announced in early 2026, that will keep a catalyst going from the end of this year into early 2026. Number 9 is crypto laws and legislation. Now that's different from stablecoin laws and legislation because crypto laws and legislation are defining what crypto is, whether they're a commodity or a security. Some are going to be commodities, some are going to be securities, and it's going to make that clear who their proper regulator is. And number 10, I think the cherry on top is when Brad Garlinghouse gets added to the Crypto Advisory Board. Now, he's already on the short list. He's a shoe-in favorite, and everybody's expecting him to get added to the Crypto Advisory Board. I think we'd be shocked at this point if he wasn't added, since Ripple is the number one American cryptocurrency company. But all of those catalysts are happening within the next 12 months, and most of them are happening in this calendar year. So we have a lot of catalysts coming up that will support the price of a higher XRP, and I think this is the year that we're going to see the spectacular move in XRP that is going to help its price catch up for some of the suppression that it had during the lawsuit. Now, XRP is up 500% in the last year and 800% in the last 2 years. So we've been doing spectacularly well in the last 24 months. But that, to me, is only the beginning, and we have these amazing catalysts ahead of us that are bringing us to even more exciting times. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And all of my podcasts are on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. And while you're there, sign up for my weekly newsletter for more wealth tips for your financial freedom. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.